Hey guys, and welcome back to Battlefront Updates and the second edition of the monthly, I was about to say Patreon, but the monthly Senate Q&A. And yes, I found my Sith robe, finally. It turns out I actually put it in my PlayStation 4 box because it had so much space when I moved, so I just put it in there. But then I completely forgot about it because I haven't touched my PlayStation 4 until I did my stream, was it yesterday, I think? So yeah, that's where this thing has been laying for like 3 or 4 months or something. So I decided, like you guys suggested last time, I should use it during this stream, obviously. But for those of you who don't know, this is the monthly series where I answer questions from my senators or YouTube gaming sponsors, as they are officially called, both from Discord, if you can't make it live, and then also some questions live. Hello there, Code, Herobrine, Snarky Ryan, Andrew, Senate Central, Liam, of course. I think I'm actually gonna start off with some questions from Discord because I have a lot of them to go through. Actually, I'm really glad I started using this system instead, because I'm getting like 10 times as many questions as I did on Patreon. So let me switch over to this screen so you guys can actually see the questions. And I'm gonna start off with one from Anne, who asked, when do you recommend small YouTube channels should start looking for a network, and what things should they look out for while doing so? What is your favorite LK? I'll start with the first question. I think it's pretty hard to say, because a lot of the things that I get as a benefit for being a partner is something that small partners probably can't get, like some sponsored deals. But I think the main thing is that you shouldn't join a network. There's a couple of things you should look for. You should not join a network that forces you to sign a long contract, not even a year. Like, I have a three-month contract right now, and a lot of networks have like no lock-in at all, like a month notice, 30-day notice. And that's like, if they have that, you know that they will most likely not be doing anything fishy, because you can just leave if it's bad. And also the revenue share, they should not be taking more than 20% tops. I can't say the exact deal I have, but I have a pretty good deal, so they take very little from my ad revenue. But 20% is not more than that. Some of them have like, oh, if we take 50% and you get locked in for a year. Nope, don't do it. But other than that, the thing is, I'm not too familiar with how well AdSense works right now. So if that works very well, there might not really be any point in joining a network. I also have the opportunity to have a network that's literally 20 minutes for me. So I was there today, and I'm gonna go there on Friday for a party. So like, that kind of things is not something everyone will have available unless you live close to a network. So it's just no lock-in. They shouldn't take a high percentage, and you might not even, and it might not be worth it when you have a small channel. It's a very different now compared to when I didn't have a network like 5 or 6 years ago, probably. Oh, okay, I did tweet out actually a little bit earlier. What is your favorite? Oh, what's your favorite Elliot meme? Oh, I should have prepared for that one. I don't know. There's a lot of them. Some of them are kind of like meh. Well, some of them are kind of funny. I love the. Oh, I think it was. Wait, was it the? I can't choose a specific meme. My gaming share is kind of funny. I know it's a little bit worn out now. I've heard it like 1,000 times, but I do kind of pronounce it badly on purpose now. Like, you choose my loadout, whereas choose. I know. I can't really think of a favorite meme right now. Senate Central asks, what is your favorite Star Wars duel, including TV series? I would probably have to say Yoda versus Darth Sidious, I think. I'm trying to think what else. I also love when Darth Maul and what's his name again? Oh, I keep forgetting his name. Darth Maul and his brother, who is called. He's called, I should know this. I always forget his name for some reason. I don't understand why. I'm gonna Google that because this is embarrassing. Maul. Oh, no, it's no, Maul's brother. I can't believe I always forget his name. Savage Opress. He and Maul fights Palpatine. I think that's also a great battle. Who else do we have? Torbis Adnu, welcome to the stream. Oh, Larry Kenobi's here as well. Awesome. Yeah, I picked up. I could actually show. Can I show that now? I think I can. I gotta remove my microphone. Wait, let me switch back to this one so you guys can see the chat. Here it is. Whoops. I think I just... Look at this. Wait, wrong way. She actually sent me this Xbox One. That is probably the kindest donation I've ever gotten to my channel, and I can't thank you enough, Larry Kenobi, as your nickname is, for this gift. I appreciate it a lot. I'm gonna do a video about it tomorrow and talk about not just the Xbox but some other things regarding streaming and consoles and so on. I hope you guys can hear what I'm saying. I just realized I put my microphone down, so you probably couldn't hear that. Let me put it back and just fix my wait, let me just, there we go. Okay, let's keep going. I gotta be quicker. I have too many questions to go through. Let's see, what was the next one? Christopher Henderson asked how. Wait, I should probably switch back to this one. I'm gonna go get to the chat. Hold off your chat questions for a little bit because I have so many on Discord I want to go through that I want to start off with that, because otherwise I'm gonna stay here the entire night. But how would you feel about the spin-off film about Palpatine and Plagueis before the events of the Phantom Menace? It could depict their relationship, their plans to destroy the Republic from within, and an actor talk just like Ian McDermott. They would even have this is actually something I haven't read these questions too much beforehand, but I think I suggested this in one of my streams a while ago. I'm gonna take this off, it's a little bit uncomfortable. Where someone asks, what do you want to see a spin-off with? And I would love to see something with Plagueis and Palpatine. So I would choose that over Han Solo any day of the week. I would love to see a Plagueis and Palpatine spin-off, because that's just something I think is very interesting, and I should read the Plagueis novel. I'm gonna get it very soon and read that, because I have just basically read on Wikipedia, watched videos about it, but I haven't read the book myself. And next question is, did you ever have bad periods or even considered stop making videos? I have had bad periods for sure, where like especially like the first months of this year was so slow. There was like no news whatsoever, and sometimes I was like, what am I gonna do today? What kind of video am I gonna make? I've never considered stop making videos, but I have been like, is this really the best way to go, making Battlefront videos? Is this gonna last? Should I switch over my channel to something else? But usually it turns around pretty quickly, and because of your support and seeing how great it's going. It's of course been a few rough months, but now it's picking up again right after the Battlefront 2 reveal, and I'm really excited to see how the coming months are gonna be. Let's see, another question from Anne. Would you ever want to see an R-rated movie, series, or game? And how would that happen? Do you have any ideas? I'm not sure really how that could be. That could possibly be the Plagueis, but there's no point in that being R-rated. Game is what I've thought about. I want to see a super realistic game that's more realistic than the movies. Like, it shows, you know, you can actually slice through someone's body and you see them split open, you know, slice off someone's arm. I mean, we kind of see that in the movies and at some points, but they kind of try to hide it in the back. And I want to see like a super realistic lightsaber based game, basically. That's what I would love to see, and that it would be R-rated. So that's definitely what I would say. Movie, series, not sure. Game, definitely. Owen asks, what was your favorite scene in episode 2? I'm sorry, I gotta take something to drink here. Mine was when the clones entered the battle on Geonosis. That was such an epic scene. Oh, that's a good question. Probably, I mean, I keep going back to the same kind of duels. Yoda versus Dooku was pretty awesome, and I also kind of liked. Yeah, I think I agree when the clones entered the battle on Geonosis, especially seeing that LAAT ship, you know, with the heavy laser cannon kind of just going like this and just cutting off like the droids' heads. That was a scene I love as well. I just got an email. Gotta check it's something important. No. Well, what was the next question? What is the one thing you are not looking forward to in the next Battlefront if it is based off the sequels? Oh, this is actually, yeah, this question was before the reveal. I'm not looking forward to the blasters. As in episode 7, they look like plastic versions of the normal E11 in my opinion. I guess what I'm not looking forward to, now that we know that it's gonna be Clone Wars. Wait, my robe is completely messed up here. I guess, what am I not looking forward to? I don't know. What am I not looking forward to? Flying maybe? I mean, flying is probably gonna be better, so I'm still excited to try it out. I don't think there's anything I'm not looking forward to, like that I feel like, oh, this is gonna be annoying. I can't really say anything like that. Do you think that the new sequel movies have too many new characters in them? For example, Captain Phasma, Knights of Ren. We barely saw these in episode 7, so that's more things they have to explain in episode 8, and the sounds of the new actors will have even more. I don't think there's too many new characters. I mean, there's not too many villains. Like, if we were just speculating about, oh, what villains could be in the next game, we didn't have too many. So I don't think there's... I do agree, however, that they introduce characters such as Phasma, that they then don't use them, really. So I hope they won't just introduce a bunch of characters that they're gonna make a lot of, like, awesome toys and games about, but then you see them for, like, 2 seconds. A bit like Boba Fett, to be honest. He was kind of an overrated character in my opinion. So yeah, let's see the next one. If the next Battlefront had all the same modes as the current Battlefront, what mode would you play first? Okay, this is obviously not gonna have the exact same, but if it did, I'd probably play Walker Assault. Walker Assault in the Clone Wars with ATTEs, which I'm hoping is going to be the next game. That would be my first play, definitely. Or Heroes versus Villains with all the new, some of those two, because I want to see the new vehicles, the new heroes, and I guess Walker Assault is the best one if I want to see all of those at once. In Battlefront 2, how would you like to see a more improved progression system implemented? I guess this kind of also answers itself, because that's already been revealed, that we're going to be able to progress every weapon and hero and vehicle individually, and that's a really good system. So I just hope that's not going to be something where you play for like 2 hours with each weapon and then it's fully upgraded, but that it's really going to be something where you spend like 15-20 hours just to get one hero good. So that's like your hero, that's the hero you're going to pick. Not saying that it should be bad when it's not leveled up, but it should be just enough for you to be motivated to keep progressing your specific character or vehicle or whatever else you want to upgrade. I will be doing all the questions here in the Discord before I move over. I mean, I will do some from the chat in between, but I always go through all the questions, which is why I like to do this in a stream format, because if I would have made a video, it would have been super long, and I prefer to do it live, so I also can take some questions in the chat. Let's see. Would you like to see more community events in Battlefront 2? Something similar to Friday Night Battlefield, where you play with... Definitely. They had very little for this game. I mean, they had some, like, the bow rifle event. They had community challenges, but I really wish they would have something like the Battlefront show or Friday Night Battlefront. You know, something that gets us together every week or just every month, maybe, that we can just watch. Maybe they reveal something new and they invite YouTubers and community members and devs and all that kind of people to those events. I definitely think that's something they need to improve. They have done that a lot better with the Battlefield community. Would you like to see mod support for Battlefront 2 because the current one didn't have it? I would like to. I mean, sure, I wouldn't mind it. It's better with the mod support than not having it, but their games are never moddable. They don't. And that would be a lot of extra work to like remake the Frostbite engine, and that's not something I think is worth them putting into. Especially that nowadays when like the models, the animations, the abilities are so damn complex, mods would look pretty crappy. It's not like you can slap on a simple 3D model and just put it into the game like the old Battlefronts. So I mean, if I could just have a button that said yes modding, no modding, I would obviously pick yes, but I don't think they should put effort into that. Put the effort into making the game good instead of remaking the entire engine for mod support. What are your thoughts on browser servers like on Battlefield? Do you think Battlefront 2 should have them? Yes. I still want you to be able to quick play because that's what most people want to do, but like it doesn't even need to have a server browser. Or well, yeah, it's server browser where something where maybe you could just make a private match and then people can search for it. That's all I'm asking for. I want to be able to put up a private match that everyone can find, but that I can specifically control who can get in there, whether it's a password or I can kick people, I can set the rules on the server. That's all I want to be able to do. And I want everyone to be able to join, not just the people I have on my friend list, especially now that Origin is so broken. So that's, yes, server browsers, they gotta have some type of server browser for the next game. That's what I'm really hoping for. I think the Battlefield 1 system is pretty good with a lot of quick matches, but you can also have a server browser. Hello there, KFM and Jedi Frog. What programs do you use for editing your thumbnails and videos? You can probably see that down here at the bottom. Here's Sony Vegas Pro 13 and Photoshop, I think it's CS5. How is a YouTube ad boycott affecting you? It's actually affected me more than I thought it would and more than many of you might have thought. When the initial ad boycott happened, and for those of you who didn't know, just a quick recap, there was some drama. Some like website found out that I think it was the Wall Street Journal made an article about ads showing on like racist videos, and then all the companies just pulled out, like, oh, we don't want to have our ads on YouTube. So they pulled out, and that actually made my ad revenue drop by 50%, like half, just from one day to the next, which is a pretty big, like, imagine you lost half your salary just like that. And then after that, it's kind of gone up a little bit, but it's still, I would say, 70 or 80% of what it used to be like a month ago, which is kind of sad to see, because it's like, oh, I have a better month in terms of views, but I still get less revenue because of this ad boycott. Luckily, I don't have the problem like many other channels like H3 Productions have, where the videos actually get demonetized. So like they don't even get ads on them, and they get like 10% of what they used to get. It's not that bad for me because I make kind of ad-friendly content, I guess you could say. So I'm just losing out on the fact that the ad cost just plummeted basically, but I'm not losing out on, like, I'm not getting demonetized, if that makes sense. Let's take a few. I'm just gonna switch over quickly, take a few questions from the chat now. Oh wait, okay, maybe we didn't have as many questions. I should have. Okay, I'll go back. Let's go back to Discord. You guys are just chatting normally right now, and I'll get back to the chat in a second. We still have a lot of questions here. How do you want the campaign for Battlefront 2? Oh man, okay. Yeah, this is kind of not really any point in answering this question because we already have the answer. This was actually 2 days before the reveal that this guy left the question. From Senate Central, how do you think DICE will tackle the heroes in the next game? Let's say they put original Luke in the game and sequel trilogy Luke. Do you think you can play them both? I think those might be skins. Didn't they announce that? Well, Rey and Kylo are getting skins. Luke, I don't know. I feel like I think they're just gonna have one version. It feels like a waste to make two versions of a hero when they could add a brand new hero instead, because there's gonna be so many heroes to choose from the Clone Wars. So it's kind of a waste to make an old Luke and a young Luke. They could have skins that kind of changes a little bit, but I think if Luke from Return of the Jedi would have the same abilities as Luke from The Last Jedi, that would be a little bit strange. So I think they will probably just add one from like maybe the middle era, like we saw in the trailer, a little bit older Luke, but not Last Jedi Luke. What would be your top 5 planets for the next game that's not confirmed yet? That's not confirmed yet. Okay, Kashyyyk. What else? I feel like they've confirmed. They have pretty much showed all sequel planets, I think. Coruscant, definitely. And I think they've said like all original trilogy maps that we want as well. So that's like, it's only Clone Wars planets left that I can speculate about. What else? Geonosis. 2 more planets that I want. Which ones could that be? trying to think. Is there? I think I would love to see Alderaan. That's well, in between, obviously. But I would love to see Alderaan before it before it blows up. And then, lastly, I don't know, something from Rogue One. Jeddah. I would see Jeddah. I would like to see. Those 5 planets would be the next ones. What are your thoughts on we might see Luke as a Grey Force user rather than a traditional Jedi? I think it's good. I think I've talked about this previously a lot of times, but the fact that they're kind of you know, like the Jedi. I never really liked the Jedi code. Like, oh, this guy has killed 5,000 clones or whatever, but when we capture him, we cannot hurt him because that's not the Jedi way. Like, just screw off and just chop his head off. Seriously, I hate that whole. That's what I kind of liked about Anakin. He was a little bit more harsh, but then he like went completely dark side, which wasn't good, of course. So I hope that this new Jedi Order, or this new that the Jedi is gonna end, and that they have a new whatever it's gonna be called. Instead of the Knights of Ren, we have the Knights of Luke. I don't know. That those are gonna be a little bit more realistic and not as strict as the Jedi was, because the Jedi, they had their flaws simply. Wait, what is your thought on this example? Let's say you're a squad of 5 people, they have upgraded the trooper to very good. The Maul comes in, a non-upgraded Maul. Who do you think will win? They said it would be a lot easier with a squad of 5 people to kill a hero if they're very upgraded. I don't think they said that having them upgraded per se would make a huge difference, but it was more just that if you have a squad of 5 people, maybe with different classes, it would be easier. And I think if you have 5 people together in a squad against a full Maul, no matter if it's up, maybe let's say middle upgraded, I think that should be a fair fight. So it should be like any one of them could come out on top. Because if you face off against 5 people at once, you shouldn't just be able to go in there and just chop them all down like with a ground slam or whatever. So I think that should be an even fight. And I hope that the upgrades won't be too much. Like an upgraded Maul versus a non-upgraded Maul would like don't even stand a chance. So that's what I hope it won't be. Seems to be a lot of weird stuff in the chat about Batman. I have a lot of questions indeed. I do. A lot of them got in today. What would you think if they added Embo in the game? No, I would think it was pretty cool, but I think they have a lot of other heroes to prioritize over him, so I don't think we'll see Embo in the game. You can ask the questions in the chat as well. I will switch in between those. You don't need to leave them in the Discord right now. That just makes it more annoying. Yeah, and like KFM said, the server browser is the only reason Battlefront 2 was active for 9 years. There were people that that's the thing. You need a server browser, because then people can just go, oh, there's only 3 servers up, but at least I know they're actually there and I know which map it is on. It's not like, oh, let's just press 40 play modes and hope that there's a server running. It would be better if they actually, yeah, server browser. It's just a no-brainer to me. I don't see why they wouldn't have it, to be honest. Thank you very much, Andrew. Glad you like my accent. Which controller do you prefer, PS4 or Xbox One? I would have to say the PS4, because that's the only one I've really used. I haven't even unboxed my Xbox One yet, and when I have tried it at my friend's place, I mean it's kind of like no big deal. I think I prefer the PS4 controller. Yeah, I would say so. Hello there, Oomph and Fire Gaming Solo Boy. What's your all-time favorite song? Oof. If I have to just pick one song, that is actually quite tricky. It would probably be some song from In Flames, like The Quiet Place or Evil in a Closet. That's one of those songs that I come back to all the time and always enjoy. I never get bored of them. So probably I would say those. That one of those. What if they had a 1 versus 1 hero duel mode? Nah, not sure I would like. I mean, we pretty much had that now. We had the hero battles. They could add something like that, I guess. Is the ad boycott limiting you a lot, money-wise? I don't know if you missed my answer previously, that I answered like 10 or 15 minutes ago. I wouldn't say it's limiting me. It's more like it just makes the job more unstable, and I kind of feel like, is this really good to do full time? Because if my views go up and my revenue go down because Google can't handle the ads, you get a little bit scared. But I think it should be fine. It's such a huge market that I'm hoping it was just something temporary that will hopefully start climbing soon again. Will you ever get an Xbox One? I would love to play with you. Scroll back a little bit in the stream and you will see that I actually got an Xbox One today. Do you think they will favor the sequel and original eras over the prequel era, as the sequel or original got better feedback? What do you mean got better feedback? Do you think they will... Oh, you mean after the movies? Do you think they will evenly distribute content across all of the eras? I think they will probably be quite even at the launch, but that the first post-launch content is probably going to be around The Last Jedi, because they obviously want to make use of that hype. And then after that we might get some other planets like Geonosis, or hopefully we get that at launch, who knows. But like they could be adding, I think, yeah, Last Jedi post-launch, and then they might just spread it out probably. Have you thought about picking up Arrow? Not for now. I'm watching like Better Call Saul, Daredevil, Flash. I think it's something else. So I kind of I said Daredevil, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna stick to those for now, and then we'll see. What era is your all-time favorite? Prequel era, story-wise, definitely. Do you think? Wait. Regarding the tactical hero news, do you think it just relates to their health bars being more like Luke's and less like the more indestructible Chewie, or do you think they might all have individual weaknesses we can exploit? I think they talked a lot about the rock paper scissors thing, where some heroes will be super effective against others and not so effective against others. I think it's going to be the same with weapons against heroes. So I think, but yeah, it's probably going to be more than just lower health. It's going to be more where we have different roles within the heroes, which will make it, which will make it interesting simply. Wait, I'm gonna jump back quickly to Discord, because now you guys are leaving so many questions in the chat that I'm not even doing anything in the Discord. In Battlefront 2, do you think the different hero and villain skins will change their weapon? For example, what if Rey in the base game has Luke's lightsaber, but you have Last Jedi skin? Maybe she could have a double-bladed lightsaber. Palpatine base. I don't know. I just don't think. I think the only skins we'll get for heroes are just gonna be cosmetic. I don't think they're gonna change. I mean, we know about those ability modifiers, whatever those now will do. If they just change the abilities, or if they actually just improve like the strength of them, it's hard to say. But I think that generally speaking, I don't think if you switch your skins out, you're gonna get a completely different playstyle. I don't think that's gonna be the thing. Yeah. Oh, this is a good question from Owen. When Battlefront 2 is released fully, what will be the first video you make? And why? It would be a live stream, definitely. I would probably, a live stream. I know for sure it's gonna be a live stream. The first thing, I'm gonna sit there as soon as it goes live on EA Access and Origin Access. I'm just gonna be there doing a massive stream, and then as soon as the stream is over, I'm gonna make some videos for like 12 hours, and then I'm gonna go back to streaming, and then I'm gonna make videos, and then I'm gonna stream, and I'm gonna no life for a week in a row or something. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Do you think the hero guard system should be changed like the hero system has? What I was thinking could work is if you play around the hero for a certain amount of time and back the heal it, so you become a guard. I think the guards per se could be going away, because a lot of speculation on Reddit and from the Q&A and so on, when you they have mentioned about the resources you spend to become like a hero. I think those are going to be for guards as well, where there's a really weird thing floating around here. Can you guys see that? Probably not. I don't think the camera is good enough. But yeah, I think you might be able to spawn in as those guards from those resources. So maybe you can have like, I saw a really good thread about that where it was like hero, and then it might be like heavy vehicles, guards, lighter vehicles, transports, and then like tauntauns. I don't think tauntauns will make it into the resource system, because they did say you can jump on and off from the, but you know what I mean, like you could, maybe you can be the royal guard 3 times, or you can be the hero once. I think it's going to be more like that than that someone just needs to be quick and spawn in as a hero, I mean as a guard. So I think that's the way I think it's going to be. I have a, wait, hey, I have quite a question. I heard that you will bring the stuff you unlock in skirmish to multiplayer. Can't that be exploited? That's really hard. That's too early to say now. Danny said that very clearly when I asked him. They will not make it so that you will be forced to play single player to unlock multiplayer stuff, or the other way around. It will never be like that. It will more be like, oh, you play the other thing, maybe you get something from multiplayer, but you will never have to go to single player just because it's faster. So yeah. Okay, I have a big thing for you now. Selection. I have to pick from all of these eras. Pick a hero, your choice. Wait, so I need to pick a Jedi, a Sith, and a bounty hunter from each one. Okay, prequel era, Sith, Palpatine, bounty hunter, Cad Bane, Jedi, probably, Jedi was a lot harder than I thought. Ahsoka maybe, I might actually pick Obi-Wan, I think, Obi-Wan. Original era, still Palpatine, bounty hunter, I mean, okay, let's say that Cad Bane isn't there. I would say Dengar, Jedi, well, we don't really have much to choose from, do we? So I guess Luke. New trilogy, kind of the same. We don't really have much to choose from. Is there any bounty hunters? I don't even know if there is any. Jedi, well, Luke, I guess. Rey isn't a Jedi yet, and she won't become a Jedi because they're ending. Dark Jedi, I guess Kylo Ren. Not really much to choose from. I guess the prequel era was the most interesting one there. Let's switch over to the chat again because I have a lot of new questions here. Let's see. The hard one is supposed to be on the new trilogy. Yeah, Torbis, I realized that because that was definitely harder than than that one. I can't see. Yeah, I don't think that she will have a double-bladed lightsaber because I don't quite see. I don't know. I just don't think so. To be honest, I think she will have Luke's or Anakin's old lightsaber simply. When would the next PlayStation 4 and Xbox One stream? I'll talk more about that in the video tomorrow. We will see simply. Xbox One stream is probably this weekend sometime. PS4 stream, I'm not sure because I did PS4 the last time. How regularly will you live stream on PS4, Xbox One? My video tomorrow will answer that as well. Not too regularly. PC is still my main platform, but I do want to play on the consoles every now and then. As you realize, I can't play with everyone all the time. It's going to be impossible. It's just too many of you, and there's 3 platforms. It's just, yeah. How bad do you think the play base fall off will be on Battlefront in the next few months? From Brad. Right now, I don't think it's going to fall off too much, to be honest. The initial people who got bored has already fell off. So actually, if we take a look right now at the stats, these stats haven't really decreased for quite a while now. They've been like this for a long time, and this is even a Wednesday night. So they're still pretty decent though. Like, it's not good, but it's not bad either. People just expected too much, to be honest. So I think it's not going to drop off too much. It dropped more after the first couple of months. Hopefully they add something that makes it go up again. I don't know, free DLC or whatever. Oh, thank you very much, Code. I'm going to check Discord for your intro after that. When you play on Xbox and if you play Hero Hunt, I'll choose Palp for you. I got 43 kills with him. Oh, that's pretty awesome. I did so bad with him yesterday. Will you make a video about how to use the Cronus Max? I will explain it tomorrow in that same video I talk about consoles. I will not explain it in depth because there's already a lot of other tutorials for it, but I will say that what I'm using and shortly how you use it. Let's see. Let's switch. Wait, do you see yourself coming back to play Annie or the original once part 2 is out? That's really hard to say. It depends on how good the next game is, how it feels gameplay wise, and how much content it has. Because if it just replaces everything in this game with better stuff, well, then I don't see any reason to come back here. But maybe I want to go in and just slaughter with Bosk or something. I might have to go back to this game because the next one won't be as powerful. Oh wait, one more question before I go more back to Discord. What is the new music you're using on your channel? From Andrew. It's not really new music, but I'm using music from Epidemic Sounds because I've had so much copyright issues. I've lost out on a lot of revenue because of claimed videos, such as all my biggest videos because of stupid Warner. That I only use music from Epidemic Sound now because they are safe to use. My network has licensed all their tracks, so I can use that music however I want to. And my intro song right now, I was surprised to find something that sounded so similar to Star Wars, which is why I chose it simply. So let's, oh wait, can you share your demographic stats with us? That's, yes, I can. Let me just make sure. I'm gonna, wait, I think that should be there. I'm gonna take a screenshot of it. I think this should be it. Wait, we should scroll a little bit. Oops, misclick. Like that. Let's take a screenshot of that just to make sure. These are, wait, where's my demographic? Come on, there it is. Okay, so I'm just gonna see there's no sensitive info here. I don't think so. No, here we go. Here's my demographics for the last 28 days. So as you can see, it's like, yeah, here's look at the watch time here. That's the easiest way. So as you can see, the most people are between 18 and 24 years old, like myself. And then I think a lot of these that are 45 to 54 and 35 to 44, that's actually kids using parents' accounts. Because I know other YouTubers who have like Minecraft channels, they have a lot of people around this age because kids use their parents' YouTube accounts simply. And yeah, not too high percentage of female viewers here, especially in the young age. So yeah, this is, wait, is my head blocking the stats somehow? I think it actually might be. Let me slide. Wait, no, I can just do like this. I move it up like this. That should look better. There we go. Now you can see it entirely. No, wait. There we go. There's the stats. So yeah, but I have met at Star Wars Celebration. I did meet quite a lot of older fans, which was pretty cool. Most of them were kids. Some of them were around my age, and some of them were actually like parents to people, which was pretty cool. So it was nice to see a mix of people at Star Wars Celebration, and that was a lot of fun. What is your favorite emoji? Oh, I'll show you my favorite emoji. Here it is. Look. Okay, we have that one. We have, wait, can I zoom in here? Can you guys even see this? Yeah, and look at this. This is me. I don't even know. This is from Dave's channel. Here's a couple of memes of me. These are my favorite emojis. I'm gonna scroll down. Here we go. See? Here's my 3 favorite emojis. I just picked some random. This is the Senate Discord chat. For those of you who don't know, you have specific emotes here for the Senate. Okay, where were we? Oh my God, there's a lot of questions here. Jesus, and this is gonna take forever. I might have to be a little bit faster now, I think. Do you think we'll get any new information about Battlefront 2 on May 4th? I hope so. Last year they released the Back the Bomb, which was like not a huge thing, but it was still something, a brand new weapon. So they better have something either for the current game or release some information about the next game, or both. So I really think they will have something for us, whether it's this game or the next game. Nothing major like a brand new trailer or something like that, but maybe a piece of concept art or something like that. Looking back on this game, what were some things you liked and some you didn't like? Oh, that's a quite big question. What I liked, the heroes. Sure, they are a bit powerful, but they felt really good and very unique. What didn't I like? The power-up system. I didn't like that. It was decent. I'm not like, I don't hate it, but it's not ideal. And I don't like the flying either. Don't like the flying at all. I prefer the flying in the original Battlefront games. Don't you think it will be funny to see a battle droid rolling? Yeah, but that looked really weird in the old games. But they have said that he said something, I think, when he was asked if rolling will be in the game, he said in some way, basically. So it's definitely not confirmed that everyone will be able to roll. What was the very first Star Wars game you ever played? And what in particular did you like or dislike about it? Oh, the first Star Wars game might be a game. I think it's called Star Wars Clone Wars. Like I tried to Google that. Let me see. It's super like super old. I think it was PlayStation 2 and Star Wars Clone Wars game, PlayStation 2. I don't even know if I can even find it. I think it's this time. I mean, it's so long ago that I can barely remember it. I played at my cousin's place. I think this one is the one I'm thinking about. But the first game I got was probably the Revenge of the Sith game, which that game I liked because of all the lightsaber combat. You could actually like slice off someone's arm and things like that, which I thought was pretty cool. Do you think that Battlefront 2 EA can be better than the original one? Definitely. I think the new one is better than the old ones. It depends on how you look at it. If you look at it at how they were when they were released based on that, yes, the old games probably succeeded a little bit better because the standards weren't as high. I'll admit that. However, if someone came to me today and said, hey, do you want to play EA's Battlefront? Hey, you want to play Pandemic's Battlefront? I would choose EA's Battlefront any day of the week, if that makes sense. So based on when they were released, the old games were better. I'll admit that. But if you compare them now, considering it's 10 years in between, then the new one is obviously better. But I do think the new one can be better than the originals, definitely. At least they've revealed all the main features it needs to be better. Now the question is just, will we have enough content? And will the gameplay be good? That's the main questions for me, really. What is your speculation on how they're going to do the content system? They have some income from the game, microtransactions. I think it's going to be something where maybe, yeah, it's going to be some sort of like something random, like loot boxes or whatever. Because like Angry Joe speculated about that since they had these epic ability modifiers, epic ability. Which sounds like it's something with like uncommon, common, and whatever. I think that's how it might be. And yeah, they might have some in-game currency. Pretty much all games have that. I think there's going to be microtransactions. I hope and think they're not going to be too harsh. Like, it's not going to be like, hey, you want to buy Darth Maul maxed out? Just give us $100. I don't think it's going to be like that. Because they know that if they did that, they would get so much hate that it would just not be repairable. So I think it's going to be microtransactions, but not on that level. Do you think Hero Blast will replace Heroes vs. Villains? I hope not, because I think Heroes vs. Villains is a lot more tactical. Hero Blast is just run in and die, run in and kill, just like Heroes vs. Villains or Hero Assault in the old games. Heroes vs. Villains is more tactical than Hero Assault was in the old games. So I prefer Heroes vs. Villains, and I hope they have that, but they can have Hero Blast on top of that. They can have both of them. Which of those confirmed planets in the next Battlefront makes you most hyped? Probably Camino, maybe, or Vardos, because I'm really excited to experience a new planet. And Takodana. I like forest planets. Takodana, I'm really excited to see how the gameplay is going to be there. If you had to choose one planet from the prequels to be in Battlefront 2, what would you choose? If we could choose anything that hasn't been confirmed yet, I'd probably say Geonosis. Or Kashyyyk, actually, Kashyyyk. Who's your favorite Imperial officer? Probably Krennic. He's not an officer, but I like Krennic. He was a good character. He was probably one of my favorite characters in Rogue One, to be honest. Better than the light side characters. Is it possible Rebels and Clone Wars characters will be in Battlefront 2? They were very hesitant about that when they asked about it. Like, they just said prequel trilogy, original trilogy, and sequel trilogy. So in the future, yes, not at launch, I think. What do you think will be the next animated series after Star Wars Rebels? Because season 4 is the last season. I hope it's going to be after Return of the Jedi, because there's such a massive gap there to cover, and I think that would be a really cool place to discover, and they could also make it tie in with the Battlefront 2 campaign, which would be pretty sweet. Do you play any Star Wars games recently besides Battlefront? And if not, are you planning to play some? No. There's like no new Star Wars games basically, except for like Star Wars The Old Republic. So I haven't played any other Star Wars games recently. I played them like Force Unleashed, old Battlefront games, Revenge of the Sith, but that was years ago. You think Ambo and Cad Bane will be in the game? Nope, I don't think they will be in the game. I hope Cad Bane will make it because Cad Bane is my favorite bounty hunter, but I don't think they will be. They have so many other characters they gotta prioritize for like the general fan base, I guess you could say. What video are you most proud of? Probably either the history of Battlefront or my 40 tips and tricks video. One of those two, I would say. Yeah. Would you like to see microtransactions in Battlefront 2 for heroes such as new abilities, skins, or new heroes and villains? No, I definitely don't want you to pay to get a new hero. Skins, that's fine, that's fine. Abilities, no, not that either. Maybe if it could affect gameplay a little bit, that preferably not. But the thing is, I always like to explain it like this. If we want to get the same amount of content post-launch as we got for the last game, but we don't want to pay for it, we want it to be completely free, that means they need to make at least as much money as the last game did. And if they only have microtransactions for cosmetics, there is no way they're getting that because people won't buy it. But if they have it go into maybe some heroes, that you could get heroes from the DLCs, you gotta pay for those, or things like that, or possibly some gameplay, like not gameplay that gives you an advantage, but something that still gives you a reason other than skins, if that makes sense. So it's a really fine line. I hope they've really made a good decision on this, because I want to get a lot of post-launch content. I want to get new DLCs, and I'd rather pay for it than sit there and get one map every 3 months, because that's not worth it, if that makes sense. Do you prefer streaming or making videos? I don't know if you get. I think it's kind of for both. Whenever there's a new reveal or new DLC, I prefer streaming because there's so much stuff to talk about, there's so much to take in. It's easier to just play and show you gameplay. Whereas if there's news, I prefer making videos, of course. So I can't say I prefer one over the other. They're good for different situations. I've already answered this one. And then, have you played any of the handheld Battlefront games? No, I have not played any of those. What class in Battlefront 2 will you play first? Probably Assault, because I'm always like an aggressive player, so I would say Assault. Would you play the campaign or multiplayer first? Normally I would say multiplayer, but I think I'm gonna get spoiled if I don't play the campaign first. So I would like to play the campaign first simply because I want to kind of get done with it and like just play through the entire campaign and have it done. So yeah, I've already answered this one. Will there be any more benefits for senators in the future, or the ones who have been sponsoring for a long time? Possibly. I don't have anything planned right now. It's still pretty new, and it's hard. Yeah, and it's hard to like I can't. They don't have this system where you can see how many months you've been sponsored yet, which is something I'm trying to push them to get, like Twitch has, and then you can give rewards based on that. What era will you play first? Battlefront prequel era. What video are you the least proud of? Oh, that's least proud of. Maybe my actually that was kind of funny though. I'm thinking about the "We Are Number One," but it's a land abuser. But that was kind of funny though. What I'm least proud of? I don't know, to be honest. What I'm least proud of. Have I done anything like really? Maybe my April Fool's video last year that got a lot of dislikes. It was fun though, so I'm still happy about it. I don't really know. It's a tough question. I don't regret. There's no video I regret putting out, because in that case I would just have deleted it instead. So I'm not really sure. Will you start doing private matches with senators, moderators on PC, PS4? It's pretty hard. I might do it because it's just annoying when everyone is on different platforms. And PC I can't do it because Origin is so stupid and bugged out. PS4 and Xbox One, possibly. We'll see. I'm gonna switch over to the chat soon again. I'm just gonna finish up everything here in the Discord. You guys stop leaving messages here. I'm gonna go to the chat and finish the stream. But I wanna finish this first. What heroes do you think will be in the next game besides those confirmed? I think I already talked about that. Or that was planets, right? Besides those confirmed, Phasma. Vader and Palpatine, definitely. Grievous, I would guess. Who else do we have from? Probably maybe Obi-Wan, or who else could we have from the prequel era? Mace Windu, maybe. I'm trying to think. There's so much to pick from. I think those could be some of the good choices. If there's one thing you could back and change, oh, that's kind of the same question. I'm not really sure. Not making a video. I think that's a tough. I can't really think about anything just like that I would go back and change. Probably around the Scarif DLC where my internet broke and I couldn't stream for the first 2 or 3 days. I should have not trusted my ISP provider to fix it. I should just have packed in my PC and went to a friend's house and streamed from there. That's probably my biggest regret, I would say. Favorite Star Wars character, Palpatine, and not because of the memes, because I think he's an interesting character. If you go back and watch a video from before the memes, you would know I would have answered the same thing. If you were no longer able to do YouTube, what would you do? Probably something around YouTube. I like work with my YouTube network. Do like what's it called? Influence marketing or whatever it's called, or just do coding, because that's what I studied. Possibly coding. If you ever get the chance, will you play KOTOR 1 or 2 or the Jedi Knight series? Possibly. I feel like if there's another big gap of no new information, I might do a let's play of some old Star Wars games like I did with Battlefront 2. Will you ever stream Let's Play the Old Republic? If you mean the new one, no, I will probably not do that. If you could only pick 2 eras from Star Wars to be in Battlefront 2, what eras would you pick? Prequels and sequels, although that probably would be unrealistic. Luckily, we're getting all 3 now, so I don't have to really answer that question. Would you rather have a real working lightsaber or live forever? Oof. Like the question is, do you want to live forever and see like everyone you like die? I think I'd pick the lightsaber, to be honest. Would you like to see the First Order win this era? Oh, that's a good... No, not really. I would rather have seen the Imperials win. First Order feels like some sloppy, bullied kid that kind of want to make up for the Empire. I don't know. I don't think... The dark side, I wouldn't mind. No, I don't know. I think I always want the good to win, although I do kind of side. I think playing the Battlefront 2 campaign might change a lot of people's view of the Empire and which side is the actual good side. Do you think yeah, this is kind of my video answered this question exactly, so I think you're better off. My last video pretty much exactly answered that. Senator game for 66 stream. Yes, I will do a Senator stream depending on which platform it is. I'm probably going to do a poll and see where the most of the senators are, and I'm going to do the 6.6 hour stream on that platform. Oh yeah, I've already answered this one in the chat, so thank you and thank you so much again for the Xbox One. I can't thank you enough. I'm gonna give you a proper thank you tomorrow as well. DC or Marvel? I think Marvel. I always forget which one is which, like who did what. I know Marvel did Avengers and so on, but yeah. Do you think they will finally add vibro swords? Wait, those are the... Wait, I gotta... Wait, vibro swords. Are those the... I always... Vibro swords. Are those even canon? I'm trying to think. I think they are. No, they're actually legends. They aren't canon, so I don't know, to be honest. I'm not sure. Do you want... What the... Do you want the old Obi-Wan or the young Obi-Wan? I like how you said... Young. Young, what? Oh, someone has actually... okay. Written it here with the emotes. Do you want the old or the young? I want the young one, definitely. Young one. And here's my emote. So that's where it finishes off. And I'm gonna... The next to the questions are gonna be from the stream. And if anyone has more questions, I'm gonna take that in the next stream. So this is where we cut the questions off. Do you want the servers to be free or paid? I don't know, how do they work in Battlefield 1? I don't quite remember. I think rental servers would be fine. But that you can still get private matches. But if you want to get a rental server that's up and running all the time, that would be fine. Do you think we should get mod support like Steam Workshop? I've already answered about mod support earlier. So now let's get some more questions from the live viewers and see if you have anything more. 2.2 hours on each platform. I thought about that, but it's a very complicated streaming setup. Let me explain to you how it works. If I play on the console, I have an HDMI cord to my HD60 Pro in my streaming PC, and then that HDMI cable goes back to one of my monitors, and then that in my streaming PC I get the audio, but in order to get that to my to get the desktop audio from the PS4 to actually, so you can hear it in the stream and so that I can hear it, I send the audio over to my main PC, which is locked up with my Cronus Max, so that I can use a mouse and keyboard. And switching all of those things around, if I want to, I can't just plug one PS4 out and plug it into the Xbox and it will work right away. It might work, but I need to do some adjustments with the audio to make it work properly, and the Elgato, I gotta go in and switch so that it takes either Xbox One, PS4 or PC. So it's just, I don't want to have all this downtime in a stream, so I'm probably just gonna do it on one platform during that stream. Jack Frags might have confirmed Grievous. No, he didn't. I actually asked Jack personally after we made that video and said, where did you get that information? And he just said, oh, I just brought it up as an example because he should probably be in the game. Something like that. So no, he definitely hasn't confirmed Grievous. What do you use for your overlays of top donators and latest? I use Streamlabs. It's a very versatile software for alerts and overlays. What color socks are you wearing right now? Black. I always try to wear black because white ones look like crap after a few days or after just like one day. So yeah, I use black socks almost all the time. What color underpants are you wearing? You wish you knew that. No, that's a question for another day. In his latest Battlefront video, he might have confirmed it. Did he make another one? Wait, let me just check. Did he make a second Battlefront video? Let me see. I don't see any video from Jack Frags here. Jack Frags hasn't made a video about Grievous here. The last Battlefront video he did was 1 week ago. What are you talking about, Knappen? Wait, what? The grunt. Oh, oh, when you saw my socks. Okay. Thoughts about people complaints about feminism is taking over Star Wars, the main characters being women. I honestly don't care. Like, seriously, I couldn't care less if it's a female or a male protagonist or antagonist. As long as it's good characters, that's all that matters. I thought Rey was great. It seems like Aiden is gonna be great. I don't care if it's a male or female. I really don't understand why people care so much. Jyn, wasn't the best character, but that didn't have anything to do with her being female. There's a lot of bad male characters in Star Wars as well. But generally, I really don't care. I don't see why people think it's such a big deal. How many heroes and villains per era do you want? My realistic expectation is 4 per era, 12 in total, 2 per faction. My hope is for the problem is that they need to add like 6 more if they want to have it balanced, so that would be 18. 18 would be the perfect. 18 would be the sweet spot. 12 would be good. Anything under 12 would be disappointing, I would say. What do you do during your free time? Play games? No, not too. I play some Battlegrounds mostly. Otherwise, I tend to hang out with friends a lot. Since I stay at home a lot working, I instead go out a lot in the evenings, which is why I sometimes miss news. And then play some, like tomorrow I'm gonna play some board games with some friends and stuff like that. What is your opinion about Dooku's hair not fulfilling its full potential in the movies? What? Not sure what you mean with that. We should do a Senate raid on Dave's Discord. I don't think that's possible really. That's gonna be a little bit awkward if not everyone's gonna join the. Oh, that's a bad suggestion. Bad suggestion. Can you go into Dave's Discord and post all our emojis of you like you did last time? Yeah, sure, I'll do that later. Do you think we will finally see Darth Vader versus Darth Maul in Battlefront 2? No, I don't think we will see them. They'll probably be on the same side. What is the worst Star Wars character in your opinion? Jar Jar, I guess. Probably. I don't really know what other characters I think are bad. Jar Jar and some of those Jedi who just died from... And Coleman Trebor. Or Coleman Trebor is actually a good one. Coleman Trebor. The heroes I want to see in the next game. Coleman Trebor, Source Bandam, and that lady. I've been spending too much time on the prequel meme subreddit right now. Do you watch Paradise Hotel? Nope. I don't watch that crap. How long does it take to do a news video? I can make a news video in under an hour if it's something that's not too complicated. If it's a couple of tweets or if it's an official announcement like, hey, there's a beta or hey, there's an alpha, I can make it within an hour. Doing speculation videos or doing more in-depth stuff, whether it's a breakdown, that takes a few hours. But just a standard simple news video takes less than an hour for me. Sometimes I've been like 30 minutes, super quick if it's like extremely quick news. Borg Gullet would be an amazing villain indeed. Have you heard of Reddit or scrapping CSS? Nope, not really. First Star Wars film you saw? I honestly don't remember. Probably A New Hope. I always feel like people are like, oh, I remember the first time I saw Star Wars. And I don't. I was just a kid. I don't remember the first time I saw Star Wars. Is that something you should do? I don't know. Dello Feligits. Yeah, indeed. Trevor was the best Jedi. That's like, oh, maybe we should, I don't know. He's just, but Django is kind of stupid. That's also a meme like, oh, maybe I should just hover in the air and shoot down the Jedi or shoot a rocket on him. No, I'm gonna jump down and land like literally 3 feet from a guy using a lightsaber and a huge freaking bull trying to like smack me down. Like, how do you go from being so awesome to being so stupid in like 2 seconds? How did you meet all these people like Tesco, Knappen, KFM? Knappen and KFM, I mean all 3 of them basically I got to know through, you know, Twitter, Origin, YouTube chat. And I have met Tesco at Gamescom and at the Death Star event. But I met them all through the internet simply. How many Star Wars books have you read? Not a single one, maybe. I think Inferno Squad might be my first one. Best Easter eggs in Battlefront? Possibly that little lizard that pops up was a pretty cool thing, and when they added a Wampa as well. Which big YouTuber would you like to meet the most? Oh, that's a good question. Probably. I've met a lot of those people I want to meet. Like everyone, most people in the game shooting community and Star Wars community I've met. I'd probably I say H3 Productions. Ethan and Hila, they seem like really awesome people. I'd love to meet them. No problem, Knappen. It was a good time. Mod your Twitch stream. Yeah, that was that first stream I did with like 3,000 viewers or something. But yeah, I think that's gonna wrap up. That's like a really lot. That's more than an hour-long Q&A. So I hope you guys got all the answers you wanted. Otherwise, leave them in the Discord and I will answer them again next month. And of course, you will be able to join me live as well. So again, thank you guys very much for being supporters of the channel. Let's see how many sponsors we have now, or senators. I think we're at 60 something. So we're getting close. 61 right now. 61 sponsors or senators. So we're only 5 away. 5 senators away from the 6.6 hour stream. So we'll see when that happens. But thank you guys very much for tuning in. And oh, look at this sexy emote down here. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching, and as always, may the force be with you.